Every once in a while, the ground beneath our feet reminds us that it is not as solid as we like to believe. One moment, everything feels stable, predictable, safe. The next, the earth itself can split apart in ways that are terrifying, awe-inspiring, and completely unpredictable. Massive fissures tear through farmland, deserts, neighborhoods, and even highways. Some of these cracks have explanations rooted in science, while others remain shrouded in mystery. Today, we are counting down the top 10 most shocking Earth fissures ever recorded, where the ground itself seemed to awaken and remind humanity of its fragile place on this planet. Number 1. Picacho Peak, Arizona, 2014. It began as a tiny line in the dirt, almost invisible in the desert landscape. By morning, it had grown into a fissure, stretching nearly 2.5 miles, plunging as deep as 30 feet in some sections. Locals initially feared a strong earthquake had struck overnight, but the United States Geological Survey revealed a far stranger cause. For decades, water had been pumped from deep underground aquifers to irrigate farms, slowly emptying enormous voids below the surface. As the ground above sagged over the years, tension built until the desert floor finally gave way. Drone footage captured the fissure snaking across the landscape like a wound carved into the earth. The crack continued to expand over the following years, highlighting that what might seem like stable terrain is often precariously balanced above hidden weaknesses. Scientists warned that more fissures could form in the region, yet no one could predict exactly when or where the next one would appear. The Picacho Peak fissure is a stark reminder that human activity can accelerate geological processes in ways we often do not anticipate. Number 2. Great Rift Valley, Kenya, 2018. In the heart of Africa, the Great Rift Valley has been slowly splitting the continent for millions of years. Yet nothing prepared residents of Mahayu for what occurred after weeks of relentless rain in 2018. Overnight, a gaping crack more than 50 feet deep cut through farmland and a highway, severing roads and swallowing entire sections of cultivated land. News outlets quickly sensationalized the event, suggesting that the fissure was proof Africa was splitting into 2 continents. Scientists clarified that the rift itself evolves over millions of years, but this particular fissure formed due to a rapid combination of soil erosion, underground water flow, and the reactivation of older fractures. Homes were swallowed, families had to flee in panic, and the local highway was closed for weeks while geologists worked to stabilize the area. The fissure became a stark lesson in how nature can produce sudden, dramatic consequences, even in regions with predictable geological activity. Number 3. Aramos, Sonora, Mexico, 2014. Farmers in the desert town of Aramos awoke to a scene straight out of a nightmare. A crack had opened overnight, stretching over 3/4 of a mile and dropping nearly 25 feet deep in places. There had been no earthquake, no storm, nothing obvious to suggest the land would collapse. Investigators traced the cause to irrigation canals, weakening the soil. When heavy rains saturated the ground, it collapsed into underlying voids. What made the event chilling was the silence. Locals reported hearing nothing, no rumble, no shaking. By morning, the fissure appeared fully formed, its edges sharp and perfectly defined. Drone footage captured a landscape that looked as if it had been carved by a knife. And today, the region remains unstable, with new fissures appearing unpredictably. Number 4. Wyoming, United States, 2015. Exploring a remote hillside, hunters stumbled upon what appeared to be a shallow trench. But as they followed it, the ground suddenly dropped into a massive canyon stretching over 2,000 feet long and nearly 150 feet deep. People feared a major earthquake or volcanic activity. But scientists determined The fissure was caused by a combination of slow, landslide movements and water seeping into underground fractures over years. What terrified locals most was the speed of its formation. Parts of the fissure appeared almost overnight, without loud noises or visible warning signs. Drone footage captured the canyon's staggering scale, highlighting just how sudden and dramatic geological processes can be. The Wyoming fissure is a reminder that even in remote areas, the earth can shift violently and silently. Number 5, Afar region, Ethiopia, 2005, in one of the most geologically active regions on Earth, where 3 tectonic plates converge. A 35-mile-long fissure appeared nearly overnight. In some places, it was almost 20 feet wide, and the land visibly pulled apart in a matter of days. Scientists quickly discovered that underground magma was forcing the crust apart, creating a visible scar of tectonic activity. The Afar fissure offered a rare opportunity to witness geological processes that typically unfold over millions of years. It was a dramatic reminder that the slow movement of tectonic plates can sometimes erupt into sudden, violent events that are immediately visible to the human eye. Number 6, North Island, New Zealand, 2018. After days of relentless rainfall, a farmer on New Zealand's North Island discovered a crack stretching nearly half a mile long, plunging 70 feet deep in some places. Initially dismissed as a minor ditch caused by flooding, the scale of the fissure became clear as he approached. The land sat atop ancient volcanic deposits, layers laid down thousands of years ago. Saturated by heavy rain, the ground collapsed, exposing strata unseen since ancient times. Inside the fissure, traces of volcanic ash acted as a natural time capsule. Geologists concluded that slow landslide movements had been at work underground for years. But for the locals, the fissure appeared almost instantaneously, a terrifying transformation of familiar farmland into a yawning canyon. Number 7, Southern Peru, 2011. Villagers in southern Peru awoke to a nearly 2-mile-long fissure cutting across their land. Fields, hillsides, and even homes were swallowed. Buildings collapsed into the crack, while others tilted precariously off their foundations. Witnesses reported strange noises the night before. Though no earthquake had been recorded, scientists discovered that unstable clay and sediment layers left behind by ancient lakes became saturated during heavy rainfall and finally gave way. The speed of the collapse startled everyone, illustrating how layers of the earth, seemingly dormant for centuries, can suddenly fail with dramatic effect. Number 8, Awaran District, Pakistan, 2013. A magnitude 7.7 earthquake struck the Awaran District, devastating villages and claiming hundreds of lives. Satellite images revealed an extraordinary fissure stretching over 100 miles. Farmers said the crack appeared almost instantly during the quake, slicing through roads, fields, and hillsides. This massive surface rupture revealed previously unknown faults and illustrated how tectonic forces can create instant, large-scale transformations. Parts of the land were uplifted by more than 10 feet, showing just how unpredictable and powerful earthquakes and their associated fissures can be. Number 9, Larsen Ice Shelf, Antarctica, 2016. In the icy expanse of Antarctica, a fissure on the Larsen Ice Shelf initially grew slowly, then accelerated overnight, expanding over 1 mile in a single day. Eventually, it stretched more than 120 miles. The crack culminated in one of the largest icebergs ever recorded, nearly the size of Delaware. Ice shelves break due to warming temperatures and shifting ocean currents, but the speed of this particular fracture stunned scientists. Monitoring the fissure offered unprecedented insight into how even ice, often assumed to be stable and inert, can fracture violently and rapidly under the right conditions. Number 10. Yamal Peninsula, Siberia, 2020. Rapid thawing of permafrost combined with trapped methane gas created fissures nearly 150 feet long. These cracks formed almost overnight, a warning of potential explosive eruptions beneath the frozen ground. Scientists studying the region discovered that warm weather had melted the permafrost faster than expected, allowing pressure to build beneath the surface. The fissures in Siberia remind us that even in the most remote and frozen parts of the Earth, the ground is alive. Gas buildup beneath permafrost can erupt suddenly, forming massive craters and reshaping the landscape in minutes. Despite modern monitoring, these events remain difficult to predict, highlighting nature's unpredictable and immense power. Across deserts, mountains, farmlands, ice sheets, and frozen tundras, fissures share a common trait. They appear without warning. No single cause can explain all of them. Some result from human activity, others from rainfall or erosion, and some from the inexorable movement of tectonic plates. Yet, what unites these events is the reminder that the earth beneath our feet is alive, constantly moving, and capable of dramatic, violent transformations. Each fissure tells a story of immense natural force, of history hidden beneath our feet, and of a planet that can change violently without warning. From Arizona to Kenya, Mexico to New Zealand, Ethiopia to Siberia, these cracks are dramatic, sudden, and unpredictable. They are nature's silent warnings, reminders that even the most solid-looking ground can collapse in an instant. These are the top 10 most shocking earth fissures recorded in modern history. Each one is a haunting testament to the immense, often unseen, power beneath us, shaping the world slowly over millennia, and sometimes violently in a single night. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel for more interesting content